This is a video to show you how to do gua sha, which is Chinese scraping therapy. I just put some oil on Lori's back here. It can be any oil, olive oil. I happen to have a Chinese medicine clinic, so I use medicated oil, but any oil will do, and you get a nice, good, slippery surface so you don't hurt her. And for my scraping tool, I use this. This is a canning jar ring. It's got the perfect rounded edge on it. And the purpose of scraping, watch out, baby, is to bring up a welt on the patient. And we just scrape nice and easy, not so much to hurt them, but enough scrapes will bring up this redness. And what that does is it brings blood to the surface of the skin. And that blood is no longer in circulation. It's sitting right up there making the skin red. Your body likes to have blood circulating, so when it notices that there's blood that's just not circulating because it's sitting up on the surface of the skin, it secretes an enzyme called heme oxygenase, which acts to pull blood back into circulation. Basically, that's the definition of anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is just fluid that's not circulating in your body. So it pulls this blood back into circulation at the same time because it's secreted into your blood system. It becomes a systemic medicine and reduces inflammation everywhere in your body. I do the scraping on the back because it's a big surface area and I can get lots of red and therefore lots of heme oxygenase produced in the body. We're doing this scraping today for Lori's lungs to reduce inflammation in her lungs. If there's any kind of fluid there. This is a great treatment for colds and flus, because it reduces inflammation in your lungs. And we do it on ourselves anytime we feel like we're catching a cold or flu, or on patients that are lingering cold or flu. And it works really well to diminish the symptoms. And oftentimes, we'll just resolve that cold or flu. It's the last kick that you need to get that organism out of your body and your stimulate your body's immune response to fight it off. So what you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm just scraping in one direction, and that direction is down from head to toe. Try to do nice long scrapes where I can, but on the shoulders, shorter scrapes. If I'm scraping over a bony surface, that's a little more uncomfortable for the patient. So I try to scrape alongside any of the bony ridges on the fleshy parts. If there's any moles on the back, I don't want to scrape over those. That would really hurt. So I just put a finger on the moles when I'm near them and just scrape around my fingers. And that works really well. If the patient has a lot of, we call it stagnant blood in Chinese medicine, or any kind of inflammation, they're going to get a lot of red on their back. I'm not getting a super lot of red on Lori today, which good for her. But you won't get to see it in this demo of what the potential for how red it can be. It can look like she wiped out on her mountain bike on a gravel road, but it doesn't really feel like that. Really good for any kind of pain in the body also, because anti-inflammatory, right? Body's own anti-inflammatory chemical. When we're working on the colds and flus, we especially want to do the upper back and make sure we're getting some good scraping there, because that will be that heme oxygenase nearer to the lungs. But I'm not going to show in this video. Any place on the body you can scrape, and also scrape the back because it's that big surface area to get more of the heme oxygenase circulating. So if you had a sore knee, you could scrape on the thighs and the calves around the knee, and then also scrape the back. But here, since the lungs are in the thoracic cavity, we're just going to scrape her back. But we will also scrape her chest. You're not going to see that. You're just going to scrape the upper chest right here. And that is really important for lung conditions. How's that feeling, Lori?
Great, thank you. Super.
A little bit more color up here, but not a lot down there. So I just hold this like this. I'll put it close so you can see. I'm just using this surface to scrape. And it works really well. So hopefully that was helpful for you, and you can do it at home as a treatment for any kind of colds or flus or respiratory virus that you may have or your family has, and it's a treatment you can do on your family.